At the beginning of June, I decided to make a solo journey to Mongolia, and on the way to my destination, there were a lot of interesting places worth visiting. Also, I planned to make sort of a circle journey, that is to take a different return route, because when you're going back home the same way, it's hard to focus on the road and enjoy the ride. You can't stop yourself from thinking about home if you're returning the same way. I didn't need a visa to cross borders. All I needed was my passport. My intention was to go through different climate zones, though I didn't quite make it to tundra, but I got the feel of taiga. Mongolia is like 2,000 kilometers of desert land, and covering the distance on the bike that is not meant for such conditions was a great deal of a challenge. But not the kind of a challenge that puts to the test my physical strength or my willpower, but rather my resourcefulness and quick wit to find the way out of any predicament that could come my way. You know, what would I do if the bike broke down, and how I would deal with this or that problem, that sort of stuff. The route was planned overnight, and I set my mind on seeing as many of the beautiful places the countries have to offer as I possibly could. The north of Russia, Lake Baikal, Mongolia, Kazakhstan. It's raining, 4 degrees Celsius above zero. I finally made it to Issyk-Kul Lake. So I ended up having quite a lengthy route, over 12,000 miles to cover on this bike. When I understood that I was going to make the journey on this bike, I was ready for it. Mongolia was the hardest part of the journey, but we, the bike and I, survived. The comfort, the feel of the road, the joy of a ride that this bike can give you are really beyond comparison. The first thing we did was we lifted it about 4 inches. We also armored it to protect its essential parts. What I learned from my previous travel experience is that I need these big metal boxes on both sides of the bike where I could put my stuff. The bike itself weighs about 550 pounds, and the baggage adds another 100 pounds to it. The main goal of the journey was to be alone. It was like meditation on wheels and a great way to be by myself for a lengthy period of time.